Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Base Damage. We have more Eminence and Shadow. Phantom is literally frothing at the mouth for this, so very, very short disclaimers for stuff before we get into this. Also, I have Phantom and Joker in the call. Hey.
No.
Hello.
He says no. Okay. So literally, as of the recording of this, Eminence and Shadow drops next week, and we've been talking in the Discord saying, hey, they haven't released any more spoilers. We don't know what the fuck else we're supposed to be getting because they only had a limited number of cards that have been leaked or shown or advertised on the site and everything for their card of the day stuff. So this was a very big welcome thing. Like we were like, okay, cool. We get to see more actual cards. We get to see more that we like. It was like what, less than half the set or something.
I think
Yeah,
we had like 45 cards or so that
Yeah.
had not been shown yet.
In like an easy 120-ish card set, something like that. I'm sorry, Joker?
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be about 100 card set. So yeah, we probably saw a little less than half.
Gotcha. All right, so the only other thing is, this still isn't all of the cards. There was about 10-ish cards left that hadn't been, that we don't have the pictures for. These are leaks that people got. Obviously, we're not going to share our sources, but
Also, fun side note, some of these cards are box topper promos
Yes.
instead of going first and second promos, we're getting actual cards again. Yay!
yay! Hip, hip, hooray! Actually, really cool. We actually really like that. I personally remember a lot of the cards, but I don't remember every single detail of the previous stuff. That's why these other two people are here to keep me in line. So
Yeah. At this point, the tractor trailers are moving, so
yeah,
shipments should be hitting the store. LGS is in Wednesday, Thursday time frame.
here's hoping. Let's dig into this. Okay, so the first one is Gamma. This is a PR. So obviously I can click this and zoom in and read stuff easier. This one is not too bad on the picture quality, but the other ones were a little bit harder to read. So we will, luckily, Discord can zoom in. So the Gamma promo is, when this card is placed on stage from hand, if you have two or more other Eminence and Shadow characters, you can draw a card and then discard a card. So, all right, hand filtering. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can pay one, put another Eminence and Shadow character from stage into waiting room, and then you can salvage. So, really nice there. Not your typical drop salvager. It's a sack salvage, which is interesting. So this is one of the box toppers, or possibly one of the box toppers. Is this PO4?
This will be very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this will be very good for your standby decks too, because you're looking to hold board.
Yes.
You're also looking to have, because it's the filter on play,
Mm-hmm.
so it allows you to draw into your standbys and potentially put your standby targets from hand into your discard. So,
Mm-hmm.
potentially killing.
Oh, go ahead.
And I was going to say, just also being able to also potentially kill off some of your dead space on board.
Mm-hmm.
Say, for example, something's living and you want to be able to stand by something in,
Exactly.
kill your dead space, and any on death effect, you get triggers off of that as well. So, all in all, and you get a card out of it. So, all in all, great card.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go on to the next one. Progression Mundane Men. This one I can read pretty decently. It's a level 1, 0 cost, 55, so we have vanilla stats here. This gets 2k for each marker underneath him. When the battle opponent becomes reversed, you may look at the top card of your deck, put that face down. If you do, put that card face down underneath this card as a marker. So you get to see what the markers are, but they go forcibly whether you see a climax or not. When this card becomes reversed, put the top card of your deck into your clock and rest this card. So you forcibly encore. And, okay.
Block zombie!
So, I mean, that fits, because he was very much like the zombie, like, he very much looked like he was the Walking Dead. So that's kind of fair. This is interesting. I typically see these on, like, 1/1s instead of, like, 1/0 vanilla stats.
You know what's really funny?
Uh-huh.
So, this is just an upgraded version of the Laharl from Disgaea.
Oh, God. Good point. I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
He gets kills, he gets markers, and he just snowballs.
Hell yeah.
I think that was a 0/0 though.
Maybe so.
It might have been a 0/0.
I forget.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy says
0/0,
old.
15.
Yeah.
I think the closest thing to this, like in recent memory, is a Lifa from Underworld 2. It just gains power based on carrot Flucklight on board, I believe, and it also has the clock zombie effect.
Gotcha. All right. We will go on to the next. So 00500 book signing beta. Was this in the original? I don't.
Yes.
Okay.
This was part of the original stuff that had been shown already.
Okay. So they're probably still like just showing off as many of the cards as possible. So this is just quick reminder then. 00500 during your turn gets 1,000. Place on stage from hand. Discard an Eminence character. Search your deck for a character with the same card name as a character on your stage. Okay, cool. And add it to hand. Cool. All right, moving on. Liberation Rose Oriana. 3/2, 10,500. This is new. Place on stage from hand. Choose up to one character with a level equal to or lower than your level. Oh, this is like Modernia. Like copy pasta Modernia.
Is exactly.
Yeah, summon a character, it gets 2k, and then on attack you can pitch 2 to Icy Tail your opponent, which is make them mill the bottom 4 cards of their deck and burn according to the number of climaxes. Yeah, it's just a literal... So are we going to get like the event, the Modernia event, but for Oriana instead?
No, I don't think so. I think
funny.
it's just going to be a case of where, like, wow, this is a good card. Let's go ahead and print it in the rare slot as an off finisher.
That'd be kind of nuts if it did have that sort of event.
That's what that's kind of crazy though. Okay, so just to show like people, I'm not like just zooming in just to show. Please continue.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, discard 2. Yeah, so discard 2, Icy Tail, always pretty good.
Yep,
very solid.
All right, moving on. So we have an event. It's a 2/1 counter event called Assassination Failed. I do need to zoom in for this because it's a little blurry. If you have 2 or less Eminancing Shadow characters, this can't be played from hand, so you have to have at least 2 characters on field. Perform the following action 3 times. Look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck or into your waiting room, then put this into your memory. So basically just attempt to scry up to 3 times, digging closer to a climax. So just keep looking 3 times. If you see a climax, then you can stop. If, not, just keep going and dig like 3 cards off top of the deck. So, not horrible.
This is a event that is like the UA 2/1 event from Ari Ferretta.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't Ari Ferretta. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it allows you to scry down into or surveil down into cancels. It's good.
I said scry. It's a different thing, but yeah. Also, do you see the outline of the phone right there?
Yeah.
I think
upside to this is that it also sends it to memory, so it does compress you a little bit too. Not much, but it does compress.
Every little bit counts, right? So
yeah.
All right.
It's an event, so you're not able to loop it as easily. So
true.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Alrighty, let's move on. Strict Instructor Lambda 1045. I gotta zoom in on this one as well. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you can pay 1, pitch 2. If you do, choose up to 3 level 0 or lower Eminence and Shadow characters in your waiting room and put them on separate positions of your stage. This wasn't in the first... Why am I having flashbacks? I've seen this similar effect somewhere.
So this is the
What is her name?
This is the knight from Konosuba.
Yes.
Or in recent memory, it's the assassin or hitman, whatever he is, from Lico Recoil 1.
Lico Recoil. Okay. I feel like there's another one that I'm just...
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. That card was in red.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then when this card attacks, choose one of your other Eminence characters. It gets 500 times the number of your other Eminence characters, so it can gain up to 2k. Okay, so this is kind of funny though.
Well, it gives something else. It gives something else up to 2k. So it populates your board, which is nice. Yeah, it populates your board. It gets like say for example, if you're doing a level 0 pants combo, it'd be very solid, especially if it procs multiple times.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
It also pitches extra pants out of your hands, so it turns those into reasonable cards to have on board.
True. The pitching 2 cards does make a difference when you're like, oh, cool, I'm flooded with climaxes. Let's go ahead and get those out of circulation. Fair. Alrighty. Really cool there. Like, obviously, but outside of the glare, still really cool artwork. You can kind of see the eye right there. Very interesting. Moving on. Copycat Exterminated New is a 104K. Place on stage from hand. Oh, zoom in. Place on stage from hand if you have another Eminence character. This gets 2K. It's a level 2 Slayer. So then on attack of a level 2 character, it gains 6. So it could be a 12. Okay. I clicked off of it by accident. Next one. Scouting Report Beta 2125. We have a zoom in level assist, and then at the beginning of your main phase or climax phase. Oh, either one. Okay, this is really cool. So you don't have to wait for like a whole turn. You can look at the top card of your deck and then return it to its original place. Being able to do that multiple times is also pretty cool. An act, rest this, look it up to 2 from the top of your opponent's deck and put them on top of your deck in any order. It makes sense for the whole scouting report. It's like, oh, you just get all the information.
I believe that this one has already been shown as far as the SR goes, but we haven't had the
common
regular version of it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Moving on. Bestowing Power wasn't in the original, right?
No. This is the first time we've seen this.
This is new. Awesome. Level 1 0 cost events. Zoom in. If you do not have an Eminence character, this cannot be played from hand. Look it up to 4. Choose an Eminence character amongst them, add it to hand. I'll put the rest into your waiting room. You may choose a card in your level and 1 card in your waiting room and exchange them. So you get to level fix. Was there big experience effects in the first batch? Okay. I mean,
I don't think so. Maybe there was. I feel like there
is not any experience as far as I know.
Okay. We may take a quick glance later, but typically you see this effect in sets that have some kind of experience heavy traits or effects or something. So I'm like, okay, interesting. Okay, but otherwise it's your typical like check 4, add a character. Still very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's camera event.
Yeah. I would okay. People say camera. I've always remembered this from Drum Barrel from Kantai because that was my first exposure to the effect. So I always go, oh, it's a drum barrel, like in my brain.
Yeah.
So
I think
the first exposure to this type was calling card for me.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Moving on, we have Power Source Chi. Very simple, 2,500 backup, and when you use the card's backup, you can pay to return all cards from your waiting room to your deck and shuffle your deck. So, free fresh backup, heck yeah. So, also very nice art. Very nice. All right. Moving on to the next batch of like 10 cards. Which of y'all wants to take the reins on this one?
Joker, you want
I can pass it to, I mean, sure. Do you not want to go ahead and go for it?
I feel like he has a specific one he wants to rant about.
That's fair.
It doesn't matter to me either way. I've already seen a lot of these because I skimmed through it.
That's fair.
If I just wanted to let Joker, if he wanted to take a look at these.
Go for it.
Yeah, I can go ahead and go for it. Okay, so we have a 0/0 envisioning a different life new 500 power. Auto, when this card is placed on stage from the hand, you may discard a climax. If you do, search your deck for 1 Eminence and Shadow character, reveal it to your opponent, and put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. So it's a lot like those ditch climax salvage effects, but it allows you to draw. The main one I remember is from Set 2 Slime. Attached to a beat stick Shion.
I do remember
and then
that.
Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Another
and then this
one that's good.
Yo. And then this has, when this card attacks, choose one of your other Eminence and Shadow characters. The character gets X power. Oh, this is Shimakai.
Yeah,
so
Shimakai.
It gains X power. X equals the number of other Eminence and Shadow characters you have. So you get another Shimakai effect, so that's pretty good. I do not remember if there's any characters climax combos that require reverse, but this can help you get there.
True. If there are other ones in the leaks, we'll have to check them out.
Yeah. So, moving on to the next card.
Oh, yeah! I just read the title, I'm sorry. Look at this.
We got one.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Got 1/1 event. I am the all range atomic.
Yes.
I'll figure out how to speak English at some point. So it's a check top. Choose level X or lower Eminence and Shadow character in your waiting room. Return it to your hand. X is equal to level of the revealed card. Climax, remember, are regarded as level 0. Put this card in your memory, and then while it's in memory, you can pay 1 stock. Put 2 of the other. I am all the range atomic, so 2 copies of this from your memory into your waiting room, and put this card in your waiting room. So in total, you're putting 3. If this card is in your memory at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may pay cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's characters and give it -3 soul until end of turn.
Nice.
So it's essentially a one-time use neg soul effect. So it's not great, but if you have a bunch of zeros that you can work with, yeah, they and like they're very synergistic. Like say, I keep mentioning a level 0 combo. So like in the standby deck where they have the level 0 combo, you can potentially use this card to keep looping those beneficial level 0 cards.
Very true.
So also to add on to this, from the cards revealed before, there is a 2/1 Eta that synergizes with this card.
Okay.
So the Eta that was shown before is all your other Eminence and Shadow characters get 1,000 power, so global 1,000. And then when you play an event, you may draw 1 and ditch 1 card from hand. It also has the actability of pitch a card from your hand to waiting room, rest this card, choose 1 I am the all range atomic in your waiting room, return it to your hand.
Ooh, okay. So alternate ways of getting it so that you can set up for the memory effect and or just salvage back whatever you need. Okay.
Yes.
I like that. Very nice.
Next up, we got a 002K. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, or when this card attacks, you may pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 Eminence and Shadow character, reveal it to your opponent, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck.
Hell yeah. On play and on attack? That's nice.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's a great way to get filter out your hand early on, and 2, also, it's not if you're going second, it's definitely a nice little side lane card, a secondary attacker. Allows you to potentially filter out mid-combat stuff if you happen to trigger. Also, just allows you to more easily set up your level 1 combo.
Pitch more standby targets, etc. All the shenanigans.
All the fun.
You get to do that. Yeah, you get to do that on attack. So pay out standby triggers. Absolutely, fantastic.
Yee.
And it's in the uncommon slot where some of these other profiles have been in the rare slot or double rare slot. So
true. Typically, you'll see this in a higher rare. It's something like that. I feel like I remember one of these or something similar in like fucking Ayakashi Triangle that was like a rare or something. I forget the exact thing. Don't hold me to it.
Yeah,
Brain is fried right now.
That's fair. All right, moving on to the next profile, we've got Advancing Omega. So this is a 1025. So all of your other Advancing Omega and Fight Against Fate Ellipson get 2,500 power. So if you have a full board of this, you easily have 1010Ks.
It's other, so it doesn't count itself. So no, you're right. Because then because it counts back row. I'm used to this counting like center stage.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Fight Against Fate Ellipson, but I don't know what else that has going for it.
True.
But,
it does. So the Fighting Against Fate Epsilon is part of the older cards that we saw.
Okay.
It is a 1/0 vanilla, but it has 5/5 as far as power goes. 1 soul.
Oh.
Okay, so that would be an 8K with one of these minimum.
Yeah, so you have the advancing Omega most likely going to be in the backstage, and then you'll just be able to search for this card for Epsilon and have an 8K continuously level 1.
Cats eat your heart out? I don't know. Okay, you know what? We don't have the soul shenanigans, but still.
Yeah, you're going to be winning board no matter what, because it's put your character, on place, search your deck for one of the ellipsons. Yeah, no, so this is going to be like your budget, like, oh, well, I'm not running a level 1 combo, so I'm just going to be sit and hold board, and since I am holding board, eat your heart out, opponent.
Right? That's still funny.
It leans into like Kishibe, but I think
that's what I was thinking.
This actually might even get bigger. These might actually get bigger than Kishibe, depending on how you set the board up.
That's a very fair point. I remember Kishibe got big. I just don't remember how big.
So if you have 3 of him on the board, he sits at 10K level 1. Right. If you have 2 Epsilons out and 2 advancing Omegas out, your Epsilons are sitting at 10.5.
They're big. So they are bigger, like, with just one more, but they need one more card to be able to do the same thing, type deal.
Yes. So you would only have 2 lanes at 10.5, and then the center or wherever you have the other advancing Omega sit at 5K.
Okay, so 2 of the Epsilons, 3 of this on stage. The third one, obviously the third advancing Omega would be in one of your center stage slots. It's getting 5K, so it would be a 1075. The Epsilons would be, you just said 10.5, so another 25 is 13K. Each of the vanillas are swinging at 13K.
Those are some big chungus numbers.
Very big Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, that's gonna be funny. Anyway, sorry. We just had to. We had to. The numbers. What do they mean? You know. So.
Yeah, we'll go on to the next card.
Okay.
Oh
God.
Spencer Ordinary.
I think it's Ordinaire. I think you had it right the first time.
Ordinaire. Yeah, I was gonna say. English no good.
Right.
Alexia Midgar. So 3/2, 10K or 9K. Your opponent has a level 3 or higher character, gets -1 level while in hand. When it's placed on stage from your hand, she gets X power onto on a turn. X is equal to the number of Eminence and Shadow characters you have times 1,000. So she gets real big.
Ooh.
And then on the turn she gets played. And then she has a discard card from hand. She has a stock heal. So
and it's bottom card of clock. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that doesn't affect your that doesn't affect any like alarm effects that you might come across. It might have in your deck.
That's what I'm trying to remember. Was there a bunch of alarm stuff in the first reveal?
There was one alarm, which is actually her sister, Iris,
Synergy.
That gives at start. I think. Hold on. I got it right here. I have technology for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is also why you're looking that up. This is also an SR, so this is most likely going to be a regular R.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't notice that. So I can't scroll down that far. Hold on, let me move their heads. There, so you said SR. Okay.
Okay. So this is the only alarm that we have so far. It has on play from stage. You can de-level something, 2 characters, and then the alarm is at the beginning of climax phase. You can pay 1, ditch 1 Eminence character from your hand to deal 1 and choose a character, give 2K power. until the end of turn.
Okay, so it's nothing egregious, but it's still nice. Very nice.
It's pretty spicy, actually. It gives you extra damage.
Yes.
Extra instances of damage is kind of nice.
Very true, very true.
If you add it to something like the 2-1 beta that we saw earlier, that just lets you look at the top card of their top 2 of their deck. Oh, I see there's a climax there. Let me put this here. Okay, go to climax phase, alarm, deal 1, get rid of that.
Yeah, you can snap a climax off. That's really nice. Alright. So, yeah, most likely it's probably going to be in the rare slot. So, that means that there will be 2 good early plays that are going to be in the rare slots. So, for your rare and lower play sets, this might be something to look out for. Alright. So then, looks like we're going into some green stuff. 2-1 event, Tears of Diabolos. So choose one of your Awakened Xenon Gifuri, words. And that character gets 2k power in the following ability. Auto, once per turn. When damage dealt by this card is canceled, you may stand this card.
That's
Put this card at the bottom of your deck.
That's really funny, actually. Okay.
Okay, so the Awakened Xenon is from the earlier stuff.
Let me pull that up.
It is a 3/2 early play for 2 or less climaxes.
What number is he? What number is he, just so I can show?
13.
13? Oh, found him. Okay, cool.
Continuous 500 power for each other Eminence character. So sitting 11. And then on play heal. Put the bottom card of your clock to the waiting room.
Got you.
So nothing crazy, but it does make it to where you have a early play that can restand potentially.
True, and that alone is kind of funny. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So next card's going to be Possessed. I'm assuming this green looks like it's going to be the bad guy faction. So
yeah, we saw Pervass hat, so yeah.
So there's a 1k. Discard a card from your hand to waiting room. This card is placed on stage from your hand or attacks. You may pay cost. If you do, choose an Eminence and Shadow character in your clock. Return it to your hand and put the top card of your top card of your deck into your clock.
Got you. Clock swap shenanigans for filtering and whatnot. Okay.
All right. So
if I'm certain about this, they usually this is just a free thing, isn't it? In other sets.
I mean, the first one that I think of is I remember Brainstormers that had this effect that was like choose a character in clock and add it to hand and then put the top card of deck in a clock. I know there's other effects that are not Brainstormers though. I'm trying to think of how free that is on a 0 though, because I just can't remember off the top of my head. Do you have one?
I am looking that up right now.
See, the example I'm thinking of is that you had to specifically pitch bars. It was It was a Sakura Brainstorm from Fate, Heaven Seal 1, where you trigger a bar, you discard a bar, salvage, grab a character out of your clock yourself.
Yeah. So I mean, half the time this is on a. I'm certain there are other effects that have it, but in terms of the most prominent ones we can remember, they're usually on Brainstorm, which is like pay 1, tap some number of characters, mill some number, and depending on the climax as to whether you can do that or not. This is just on play, pitch 1, do the effect, done. Like kind of.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this reads as a bog standard to me, a climax filter effect on attack. So as your mid combat stuff, you can filter out climaxes.
I didn't even notice that it's on attack. I just realized.
I didn't notice it. Okay, that makes more sense as to why it's a pitch, because the one that I saw was Sora from Hollow Volume 2,
Yeah.
That is just on placement. You swap.
Okay.
So it makes more sense now that I know have used my brain for a second and seen that it's on attack as well.
TCG players reading? What are you talking about? Anyway.
All right. Mm-hmm. So, we good?
Yep.
All good.
All right. So 1045 Secret Revealed Grief.
Forgot his name.
Yeah. And so auto once per turn when you use an act effect, this card gets X power. X equal until end of turn. X equals the number of Eminence and Shadow characters you have times 500. And then auto pay 1. During your opponent's turn, when this card becomes reversed, if you have another Eminence and Shadow character, you may pick cost. If you do, rest this card, and at the beginning of your next encore step, stack it.
Gotcha.
So you can keep it. Yeah, so you can save himself. He can save himself for a stock. So he has modified encore.
Yeah. Which is, it's all good. I just see the flavor text of where did you learn that name, and I just want someone to edit this with like Batman. Just, Martha, where did you learn that name? I don't know. Anyway. I guess Sid would be Batman in this. Great. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best in the world, it's just funny. Okay.
Well, here's a bad card. So 0/0, 2K, reporting failure per Vassat.
Yes, more per Vassat.
At the beginning of your draw step, if you do not have another character in your center stage, he gets 4K power until on a turn.
Okay.
And then encore is K1 stack a character
to save himself. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So not worth for a level 0. However, it's still funny to have a 6K level 0.
True. It is kind of silly, and obviously, lore wise, it kind of fits with him, sacrificing other people type deal. So, Alrighty.
And then we've got a 2/1 7K touching moments, Lutheran Barnett. When this card is placed on the stage for hand, if you have 4 or more other Eminence and Shadow characters, you may use an Eminence and Shadow character in your waiting room and put it into your stock. So if you have a full board, this card included on play, you're able to then free stock from grave, refund himself. And then memory, when this card attacks, if your memory has 2 or more Eminence and Shadow characters, this card gets X power until end of turn. X is equal to the level of the character facing this card times 2,000.
Hello, so darkness.
If it's level 1,
yeah,
my old friend.
Yes.
so if it's it increases. So level 1 it goes to 9K, level 2 goes to 11, 13 if it's facing a level 3,
which is still funny.
It's a nice beater. It's a nice beater, but I forget if there's a bunch of memory shenanigans. There might be.
I mean, we saw the I Am Atomic, the event, so that alone very much counts for. Oh no! It specifically has to have characters.
It has to be characters.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
For more characters.
Yeah.
Green has a few that have memory stuff. But yeah, the characters part is what's kind of holding this card back for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty, that is that batch. So, Phantom, you get the next one.
It's finally my turn.
Insert the clip of the one guy from Zenless. It's our turn, bros. I can't think of it. Hi, Sayu.
I have no idea. All right, ready?
Go for it.
All right, 2/2 green event. Choose up to 1 Cult of Diablos character in your hand and put it on any position of your stage. Also put this card at the bottom of your deck.
Huh. Okay. I wonder if that's going to matter. Like, I'm just very curious. I'd have to see all the other Cult of Diablos characters, but all right.
So you can put out the 3/2 per Vassat without his combo.
True. All the perv, all the asset. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Rex, the Game of Betrayal, 1/1, 5/5. When placed on stage from your hand, you may choose one of your other characters and put it into your stock. Also, when this card is placed on the stage from your hand, if you have 4 or more other Eminence in Shadow characters, you may choose one Eminence in Shadow character in your waiting room and put it into your stock.
So he's stock positive, is what I'm reading this as.
He's stock positive, yep.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so you have to have the one initial.
Yeah.
You have to have the one initial stock. You play him out. You have a full board. You stock from grave, and then you stock clean from your board.
Hell yeah!
Thus making room potentially for more of them.
Exactly. Oh, that's a good point. So then you just like, that's actually really funny because like, oh, I have these extra zeros or something. Let me play multiple copies of him. That is funny. Okay.
You could also clear the way for standby combos.
True too. I hadn't considered that. Which is weird considering he's a 1/1 that you'd want to like typically stand by, but yeah, he's also only a 55. Okay, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, level 0, summoned Olivier. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, choose up to 2 Jack Nelson the Avaricious in your waiting room and put them at the bottom of your deck in any order. I'm not sure as to what card that is.
I don't, but this also screams like one of the fusion effects. I realize it's not, but that's just the first thought that I had.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything in the older cards.
So that's either an upcoming card or one of the cards that they didn't have in the spoiler list just yet.
So we'll see. Actability, pay 1, put this card into your memory.
There you go.
Top 3 check, add 1 Eminence and Shadow character, and the rest go to waiting room.
Okay. Very simple. And this is the start of one of the, here, have a character in memory type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, gotta love the art for these promos.
Oh, this is one of the other promos. This was good.
So, just side note, the art for the promos are from the season 1 ending.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's actually really spicy. Okay.
Okay, so 1/1, 5K starting. Continuous. This card can be played from hand without fulfilling color requirements.
Okay. Random?
If you have 2 or more other Eminence characters, this card gets 2,500 and hand encore.
And you can see starting stats here is 5K. This is literally a standby target in blue that can be played without fulfilling color requirements in general. Just
yay!
Interesting. Once again, like you were saying before, standby shenanigans. Here we go. Okay.
What's funny is that usually, like, I know in the past, a lot of these like promo cards, not really useful, but so far what we've seen, you could easily play these.
Yeah, so far. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, another promo. Holy.
I know, like, the glare is, like, taking away from some of the artwork up here, but, in person, these have got to look nice.
Okay, let's see. So, 3/2 Alpha. This is an early played based on 2 or less climaxes in your waiting room. Sitting 9/5. If continuous, if you have 2 or more other Eminence characters, this gets 1,000 power, so put it at 10/5.
Yeah.
Continuously. When placed on stage from hand, search your deck for an Eminence character. Add it to your hand.
I haven't seen like a level 3, any kind, early play or not, a level 3 that just outright just search for a character. I just don't see a lot of those anymore. They exist, but it's like just doesn't happen that much.
Yeah, it's an older profile. You don't normally see it in the meta decks where they focus on either healing down early or absolutely doubling down and crushing your opponent.
True.
So,
Okay.
so these search effects are always a good one-off in a deck.
Absolutely.
That way you're able to find another combo or find your combo period.
Haha.
Got him. But yeah, no, this is a good card.
Yeah.
Good playable promo. Good one-off.
I just immediately click over and just the face. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh boy, everybody's favorite character.
Literally, I'm sorry. Before you continue, I don't know how they got away with putting perv asshat on these cards in English. I really, really don't know how they got away with that. It's just really funny to me. I'm sorry.
It's rated 13 plus, right?
I sure. Probably. This is a double rare. I just noticed this. Hold on.
This is a double rare.
Oh god. Okay, sorry.
Level 0. Seeking cover perv asshat. When a climax is placed on your climax area, look at the top 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. Put them on top of their deck in any order.
That's already interesting. Okay.
It is also a top 3 check brainstormer.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's solid. Funny. I mean, at any point of the game, being able to glean information from what your opponent has on the top of the deck is always nice. But then go, okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and put this one climax you have here on the very top card instead of the second one. And go ahead and get that out the way, and then hopefully get some damage.
I'm sorry, I've got a funny idea already.
Oh God. Okay.
Pair this with the 2-1 beta. No information is kept from me.
Right? No, you have a very good point there. That's actually hilarious. And you can just keep doing that. Oh, that's funny. Okay. All the info. People, like, okay. I'll save discussions for later on that, but I could just see that, like, pissing somebody off, where you're just like, I'm just going to do this effect, look at your cards. I'm going to do this effect again, look at your cards. And just, Judge, my opponent won't stop touching my deck. I don't know, it's just funny. Anyway.
Okay, let's see. Moving on, we've got a level 0 climax combo.
Was this shown before?
The climax combo has been shown before.
Okay.
I will get to that here in just a second for you.
You're good.
First off, it is a global 500 to Eminence and Shadow characters.
Mm-hmm.
It is a climax combo that runs off of the same combo card as the 2-1 at the top Shadow. 85 if you're looking for it.
Yeah, let me show that off real quick. Scroll.
And it is pants.
That's even funnier, the fact that it is pants. So it combos with one of the other level 2 combos. Okay.
It's the switcher into the level 3.
Yeah. Okay.
So this combo here on the level 0 is when climax is placed on the area, if you have 2 or more other Eminence and Shadow characters, look at the top card of your deck, choose up to 1 event or Eminence character among them, and bring it to hand.
I really like this. Like, outright, I really like this. Just sit with 2 of these on the backstage and play. Once again, like you said, it's on a pants. Just keep doing that over and over. Between that and the other level 2, you just I really like this for like an advantage thing. I don't know. I just think I do. I think it's cool.
So how this thing runs? Sorry, go ahead, Joker.
I was gonna say it's quite literally a William, Massachusetts, except it's just on placement of climax, so it can actually sit in your back row.
Mm-hmm.
So it can sit on your back row while you have I don't know, a big wall of like 7 5s and 8 Ks and 13 Ks,
right.
level 1s. killing.
True. Pairing it with that with that setup is actually nasty.
Yeah.
Or because then it's just a case of like, well, I have these cards going into hands. Like I have these cards sitting on board. Then you can just keep comboing with impunity.
True.
Okay, so fun thing that I just thought of. So this gets you a card to hand, potentially. If you pair it with the 2/1 that changes into the 3/2, which the 3/2 at the beginning of Encore Step, if it's in your center stage and there are no other characters in your opponent center stage, or they are all reversed, you may pay the cost of pay 1, pitch a card from your hand into the waiting room to put the top card of your deck into the waiting room and deal X damage. X is equal to the level of that card plus 1. So you already pay, you already get half of that cost. Just from the level 0.
Just outright. Okay.
You said that the level 3 had to be by itself, or in the center stage, or
in the center stage, and the but there's no characters in your opponent's center stage, or all their characters are reversed. It's ASCII. Only you do a type of Musashi type like burn effect.
No, that's more like Joker from Persona.
Looking cool.
So if you really want, so if you want to play Persona, this is the deck for you. If you want to play on a budget.
Yeah.
Or in recent memory, it's the I level 3 from Oshinoko Volume 1.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar, sadly.
Let's see. Do I have any more?
Yeah, you got 3 more.
I do have some more. I have 3 more.
Here's one of the Jack Nelsons. It's not the one we mentioned before, though. It's a different. Is it? Hold on.
So it is not.
One. That's the Avaricious is the one that the other one comboed with. Okay.
This one is Baldy Jack Nelson.
It's this fucker. I couldn't remember his name at all. I was like, who the fuck was named Jack in this show? Thinking of a samurai. And I'm like, it was this dude.
All these generics.
Right.
Okay, one thing to point out. We do know the climax is a gold bar on this. The triple rare was the only version shown of it. 1/0. When this card attacks, if you have 2 or more other Eminence characters, gain 2k until the end of turn. With Climax, you're sitting at 7/5 on attack. When this attacks, if you have Climax, you pitch 1 card from your hand. Also, for the condition, you have to have another Eminence character. If you do, pitch 1 card from hand, salvage 1 Eminence character from your waiting room, and then you gain the ability until the end of your opponent's next turn. When this is frontaled, you may return it to your hand.
Okay. Hi, Aaron Yeager. How have you been? What the? Okay.
No, so I'm gonna be honest. It's very much like it's like this card's. This makes me sad because it reminds me of the Bay and the Prince Eugen from Hololive, and actually no, hold on, better example. This is more like the Bang Dream Morphonica Pants level 1 combo. I think it's from Anniversary.
It is.
Yeah, so actually it's almost exactly like that. Actually, you discard a card, it can potentially pop back, and you salvage a character. So yes, in a 8 gold bar deck or an 8 pants deck, this is a great profile. Sort of.
It can't be in a. Oh, you're talking about the profile. I was like,
this
card can't be played in an 8 pants.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about the profile. So the profile itself, it makes me sad. It makes me sad. Like it could have been Obero. You could have given me Obero and given me Twin Drive.
No, I,
Yep.
I like this one more because you actually gain more from it.
Especially, yeah, if you trigger bar, I think that's the only, in my opinion, that's the only upside is that you can pitch out bars.
Well, you trigger, you can trigger bar to do it continuously, because you're essentially going to be bouncing it back unless it somehow gets sent to memory or something like that, blinked.
Yeah.
But it also lets you grab um, backups and stuff, or something else that you want to set up for later on.
Yeah, we've noticed free fresh backup and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, there is a level 1 early play killer. And if you're bouncing these cards back, you're adding to your hand so you can pitch 2 whenever you do it.
True. Okay. Now I'm on board with this combo. This is actually really funny for in green of all things as well. But I also like that it just works for the whole set and not just Cult of Diablos type deal.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
very good there.
If this was just Cult of Diablos, I'd say this is a garbage combo. But
yeah,
the fact that you can salvage anything because the whole set is Eminence and Shadow. It's decent. I will not say it's great, but I will say it's decent.
True.
it's fine enough for the deck that's played in.
Woo!
Woohoo!
For once, the Baldy actually gets something.
Oof.
All right, next card. 3-2. Ooh, looks like we have a finisher here.
Okay. Cult of Diablos finisher.
Let's see.
That isn't perfect set.
Plans in motion. Gaunt Knight. I'm not sure how to.
Yeah,
say
I think
that,
it's.
but,
I think you're right. I think you said correctly. Gaunt Knight. I think you had it. Okay.
Let's see. 8/5 base. 3/2. If you have 3 or more other characters, this card gets 2,500 power, and during this card's battle, your opponent cannot play events.
Fuck your anti-damage. Okay.
Also, on play, heal the bottom of clock to the waiting room. Let's see. When climax combo. When this card attacks, if Eye of Avarice, we have not seen that climax yet. I would assume it's another gold bar.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And you have 2 or more other characters. You may pay 1, ditch 1 card. If you do, deal 2 to your opponent. And during your opponent's climax phase or during this card's battle, you cannot receive damage by auto effects of your opponent's characters until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Oh,
so Natsu or Kasumi?
Yeah, there's a fucking darkness that lets you do that as well. There's a level 3 darkness combo that does if the damage is canceled or some shit, burn 1 or I forget the exact thing. Luna as well, from Hololive, the level 3. Okay.
That's not this at all.
It's not?
Luna is not that.
It's an auto effect.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. It says you can't receive damage on your auto effects of your opponent's characters. So the Luna, if it reverses something, you can pitch 1 to burn. Right?
This is not that. No.
It's not?
This is on attack you deal 2.
Yeah.
And then your opponent can deal auto damage to you
during your opponent's climax phase. Okay. I was yeah. That's what I was. Yeah, I was going based off the auto effects, but I got the timing wrong because once again, TCG players can't read. My bad.
Yeah. So
this is like the Natsu from the new Fairy Tale set.
Okay.
So just to put it in perspective for a recent card, this is like the Natsu, but I don't know if the Natsu actually covers the climax phase because there is climax phase burn with some finishers.
Now, hell, there's ones in this set that are climax phase burn.
There is, I believe, at the beginning of attack, and I believe as well, at the end of attack, your those types of abilities will go through.
Mm-hmm.
Same with beginning of Encore.
Okay. Yeah,
because so it doesn't stop everything, but it does stop a lot of the main stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, just thinking about it, you can early play this.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah, because it's one of the Cult of Diablos things. You could summon it off of the event.
The event.
A 2/2 event.
You could just play any card.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
Also, this is a double R.
Ooh. Nice.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. So the level 1... Wait. Was the level 1 combo... That was an SR, so we don't know if that's...
SR, but I think it's coming up in the next batch of stuff that we're coming up to.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is the next batch.
Because I was skimming, and I do believe I saw the same card twice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I see the iris, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, salvage brainstorm and gives all door triggers in all zones soul.
Hell yeah.
You love to see it.
You do.
You love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
but
Nikkei.
I fear that this is not... I fear that you could go overboard if you do play the Alexia combo with this. Because that already is going to give you a soul if you cigarettes up to level 2 or higher.
Oh, just keep doing it and just burn forever.
Look, they will eat 2 consecutive 5s at some point.
Or you will, one of the two. So...
Well, preferably the opponent. What are you talking about?
Right. I'm talking about Murphy's Law, my dude. Shit will go wrong.
Kate, are you talking from experience?
Maybe so. Maybe that happened very recently in another video. Anyway.
Oof.
All right, so that is... And also, it was a brainstormer. That's still crazy. Okay. Yeah. We are coming up to... Okay, so we got more. How many more do we have? Oh, we got a lot, but it's totally fine. I'm going to try to blitz through these. It's totally fine.
2.5 more of these.
Okay, so this was the Baldy we just mentioned before. So he was a rare. Okay, cool. We just talked about that one. Shadow. 0025. Huh?
Nothing. I just smacked my knee.
Ah, okay.
Good job.
Karma. No, you're good.
Oh, shut it.
If this is put in your waiting room from stage, look at it with 3 cards on top of your deck. Choose a climax amongst them, add it to hand. Put the rest in the waiting room, then discard 1 card. Okay, cool. So this is a promo. I just realized this is another one of the little box topper promos or something. Interesting. So
this is also one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought. Sorry to interrupt, but just a thought. This is also one of those on death effects that you can use to. That was, I believe, during on placement or on main phase, right? For that one. I'm trying to remember what the card's name was. I think it was in the first grouping of cards.
Oh, the 1/1 that was like, just generate stock for days. No, that said sent into stock. That didn't say sack. That was I know what you're talking about, but there was like a perv ass hat that sacked other characters and stuff like that.
No, that was the Rex, and then he also is. I think he's also talking about the promo Gamma that sacks characters.
Oh yeah, she did do that. I forgot about that completely. Okay.
Yeah, the Gamma, yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, because you can, salvage a character, and then you can check 3 to add a climax, so you can add your standbys.
Yes. Okay. I believe this guy was mentioned before, the Xenon Griffey. I believe he was mentioned before on another card.
Yes, the level 3.
This is another double rare. 104K. I do have to zoom in. Excuse me. Place on stage from hand. If you have another Eminence, it gains 2K. On attack, if underground battle. We can only assume gold bar. Gold bag fans in shambles. Choose up to one level 0? Yeah. Oh, this is literally Millum. Choose a level 0 lower character in your opponent's backstage, put into their waiting room so you kill something. Look, I'm on the Cult of Diablos like hype train right now with all these crazy effects. Reveal the top card of your deck if that
touches the no-no zone.
Hmm?
Sorry, it touches the no-no zone.
It does touch the no-no zone. Then reveal the top card of your deck if that card is the event we mentioned before that can early play the Cult of Diablos cards, the On the Run Rose Oriana, or an Eminence and Shadow character put into your hand. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay.
It's Millum.
I don't like this.
It's literally Millum. So that makes so do we get the card what was his name? Carrion or whatever from Slime that was like, oh cool, all your Millums get the top check effect or the Nino top check effect, you know? So
I'm not sure.
We will have to see. Moving on. Takedown, Mundane Men. Another double rare?
Man.
It's a 2/2/5/5. There's a marker underneath this. It gets 35, so he'll be a 9. And Character Encore. Place the stage from hand. If you have another Eminence and Shadow character, choose a Obsessed with Money Sid in Waiting Room and put it face up underneath this card as a marker. Climax combo. When the final match is placed in your climax area, we can only assume standby. If this card is in your center stage, you may choose a character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. That's interesting. Okay.
So you missed some text.
I did?
You missed a very important text.
What?
It is when placed on stage from hand or waiting room.
You can stand by and get your marker.
You can also
I was looking at the climax combo. I'm like, where the fuck do you see from waiting room from that? No, you're right. In terms of getting the marker, so if he gets standbyed in, he can do that. Okay, yeah, sorry. I was looking at the fucking climax combo. Like, what do you mean? Okay, no, you're right. I missed that.
So funny thing, this I believe also goes alongside the 2/2 Iris Midgard.
Ooh, okay.
That gets placed on stage from this same standby.
Like she stands herself type deal?
She stands herself by getting rid of the climax, and she also has if 2 or more other Eminence characters, this gets 2K and pay 1 twin drive.
Oh, okay. So that makes even more sense because this is when they were fighting. That makes a lot more sense.
But the funny thing with this Mundane Man is that because it has the ore from waiting room, when this gets reversed and sent to the waiting room, and you pitch the card that you just salvaged from the final match being played, it comes back onto the field and is essentially played from the waiting room. So you immediately can grab your Sid, your Obsessed with Money Sid that was underneath of this as a marker already, and you can put it right back underneath. So you didn't lose a single thing. You don't.
So to add to that, the fact that he has Character Encore. When you encore him back, I'm assuming you get the marker again as well.
Yes.
So he just never died, or he just never doesn't have the buff and encore basically.
Yes.
Unless you fuck up and you don't have the Obsessed with Money Sid. Okay.
That's real easy. Don't do that.
Right. Exactly. Get good.
Also, the Obsessed with Money Sid has also been revealed. Only the SR version has been revealed, though.
Gotcha.
It is a level 0. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you may put 1 Eminence character from your hand into your clock. If you do, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose 1 character from among them, reveal them, and put it to hand. Rest go to waiting room.
Gotcha. The next one is the SR version of that Mundane Man. Okay. I'm just glad it's an alternate art for the SRs and not just slightly zoomed out and type deal. Was this Ricky revealed before?
It was.
Okay, this was not.
Wait, it wasn't? I thought it was.
I don't know.
This.
The Seven Shadows beta. It's
Yeah, no, that has been.
This has been
revealed.
91, I believe. I'm just pulling it up.
Yeah, it was one of the signature cards.
Is it?
It was one. It was one of the sign cards.
Oh, it was.
One of the wedding dress ones.
Yeah, it was shown. Oh, okay. So just to recap real quickly then, but still 0015, placed on stage, it gets 15. When this is placed on stage from your hand, pay 1, put an Eminence and Shadow from waiting room to bottom of clock. If you do, search your deck for a level 1 or lower character, add it to hand and get your climax combos. Very simple. Very good. Also, God, the freaking the SP of this is gonna go crazy. So
it's beautiful.
Yes. We have another promo. We have Zeta 10500. Cards placed on stage from hand, pay 1, pitch 1. Look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose 1 card amongst them. Put it back into your hand with the rest of waiting room. Okay. Just
also take note. It has a soul trigger.
It do have a soul trigger. Choice fans very happy. I guess I don't know. So that is funny though. That is actually very, very funny how that works out. Okay.
And there isn't yellow in the set though, is there?
I don't know. I had to look. I honestly don't remember.
I don't think there is.
There's no yellow, so no choice. That's even weirder to see that then and have a soul trigger without choices.
Oh, it's easy. It's extra damage.
It do be extra damage. No, you right. The next one, that art. The art for the freaking beta.
Phenomenal.
The promo. 0025. Place on stage from hand. Put a climax from hand to waiting room. Put an Eminence character from waiting room to bottom of clock. If you do, choose a climax in your waiting room, return it to your hand. So very interesting climax swapper effect. Or like cost to swap. Okay.
Yeah, it's a stockless climax swap.
I know, but you typically don't see... no, I guess you do. It was an Audi Ferretta.
Hurting yourself, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Audi Ferretta had one.
I thought Ari Ferretta was you sack another character.
It just sacks a character.
It does? Okay. That's what I was confusing with. All right.
Yeah, I think this is the first time
I see, yeah.
This is the first time I've seen one that clocks yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Next one is another promo. Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, no, that's a good card. I like it.
Yeah.
It literally is free.
For free. We have another promo. We have the Delta 3K backup, and it's the memory cake backup. Very, 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 very understandable. Glad to see that, but it's weird that that's in the promo slot, but I mean, it's whatever. All right, so sadly, Joker has to hop out, but thank you very much for joining us on this adventure, my dude. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you for having me. Take it easy, guys.
Peace.
Enjoy.
Goodbye. We have an interesting art piece here.
Yes, right.
Anybody like seeing hearts?
I heard that there's a whole kingdom of them.
No. Anyways,
come on, Phantom. We're gonna find the door to darkness, or we're gonna find the door in shadows. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
After I shoot myself.
In Minecraft.
I mean, all peaceful things.
Yes.
So this is a 0/0 bonder with number 666. Which, if people don't know that, it's her code name. Put 1 Eminence character from your waiting room at the bottom of your clock. So you clock yourself in order to get this. Not your typical one. Most of the time you're
typically not
the card.
Yeah, you're typically just like discarding. Yeah.
I have a feeling we're gonna find out why with this next one. At the beginning of your draw phase, sack this card to change into number 666 in your waiting room, and you put it in the stage position this card was in.
Has the number 666 been? Has that card been shown already?
It's coming up in the next one.
Okay, so without seeing it just yet, that feels weird that it's like you either deal yourself damage to add it to hand, or just straight change into it. So I'm very curious as to what it does to warrant those effects.
So, just going off of this, I think the idea is you play this at level 1, and then you grab that card. You go through the whole thing. Your opponent's turn comes up, kills it, and then at the beginning of your draw phase, you can sack this to change back into it.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Interesting.
But that's just going off of that.
That's just a game theory.
Not entirely certain as to what it is.
You're good.
But it better be good if you're clocking yourself.
True. Shout outs to Gimmick, because we have more potato.
Oh, yeah. So, Lunchtime Gossip Skeletal. Notice this is a 1/0 that has a soul trigger again.
True.
Bonding to the Lunchtime Gossip Potato. You pay 1 for this. You resonate using the potato in your hand. At the beginning of your climax phase, you resonate. If you do, this gains 6k, making it a 7k beater.
Which is just wild. Okay. Interesting.
Potato is ultimately better. So the potato, you play it, you sack a card from your hand to grab the skeletal.
Mm-hmm.
You resonate the skeletal in your hand at the beginning of your climax phase.
Ooh.
If you do, this card gets 4k and 1 soul until the end of turn, making it a 6k 2-soul beater that has a soul trigger on it.
Wait, they both have soul? What is with all the soul triggers?
I don't know.
And red especially is doing a lot of this. I mean, the other one that we mentioned was blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
We got a lot of soul power.
We do a lot of soul.
They're compensating for standby.
You right.
These are great cards, though. I love these cards.
Absolutely.
This is a weird one. Okay. We have a level 1 backup. It's a 1/0. 1k backup. When you use this card's backup, pay 2 stock to salvage a character.
No, this is
no, you save one. You choose one character and bounce it back to your hand.
On field, basically. Okay.
Interesting.
Indeed.
I don't know what you would use this for at all.
I have no clue, but there's got to be an each case.
Probably why this is a comment card. All right. Well, I don't know what level this is.
I'm assuming level 1, but who knows?
Maybe. Probably if it has a cost 0. It continues during your turn. This card gets 1,000 for each of your other Eminence characters. So sitting 7/5 during your turn. When placed on stage from hand, choose one of your opponent's characters and gets the following ability until end of their turn. This card cannot move to another position of stage.
So anti-run, standby, etc. And continuing on the red, like soul trigger stuff, you can just barely see it right there. But I don't know if that is the actual soul trigger. But this may also have another soul trigger. I'm just saying. So
I don't think it does, but
I have no clue. I can't tell because if you look, like I went back to the Claire and it's kind of, you can't tell from right there. It may or may not. We will have to find out later.
If it does, that'd be crazy. Probably just a one of. Alexia Midgard Information Gathering. 2/1 backup. 2,500 level 2 backup. And when this card's backup is done, you can pay 1, ditch 1 Eminence character from your hand. Give 1 character in battle 4 soul.
4 soul in 7 years ago. What?
So it's a cheaper, less soul backup.
Okay. It's like what was her name? I can't think of her name from Slime. The fairy.
Ramirez.
Ramirez, yeah. But it's not, because that's like 6 soul or something.
So for the Ramirez, it's and Nihilister. If we're talking Nikke.
True, from Nikke, yeah.
Those are pay 1, pitch 2 cards for 6 souls. So this is cheaper for just two less soul.
Which is honestly totally fine. Like that's fair.
Studied Tactics on a Rose. 2/1 has a soul trigger. When this card attacks, this card gains X power. X is equal to number of characters your opponent has times 2,000. So you can gain 10k potentially on attack.
Hell yeah.
When this attacks, choose one of your other Eminence characters, and that gains power. X equals the number of other Eminence characters you have times 500.
Gotcha. So it could give a 2k boost to someone else, and a full field of your opponents means she pumps up to a 14,000.
Dang.
That's
what you trying to kill?
Everything, apparently. You were trying to get over Alice when Alice doesn't even give a shit. I don't know.
Just note the secondary power pump cannot be given to herself.
Right. Imagine, then she's like 16 if you could, but no, it has to go to other.
Let's see. This is an interesting one. 0/0, sacrificing himself, Sid Kagano. When your other Eminence character is put into your waiting room from the stage, if this card is in your backstage, you may pay the cost of pay 2, put this card into your memory. If you do, return that character to its previous stage position as rested. At the beginning of your next draw phase, choose one sacrificing himself, Sid, in your memory. Put it in any position of your stage.
Interesting. Okay, so you encore stuff back, but then
it just ultimate troll here,
right? So basically, you can encore something back, and then this just comes back anyway for just the cost of 2 stock, which is kind of interesting.
Rest this card, draw 1, ditch 1, and put it into your waiting room. This card cannot stand during your next stand phase.
Okay, so okay. If it blips out, that effect comes back.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so that is interesting on that regard. Okay.
So if it blips itself out and comes back, it doesn't have to worry about that.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, this is... Okay. 1/0, Goldie Gilded.
Wait.
What a name.
I don't remember this dude's name either.
You don't remember him?
I don't remember this guy. I just don't remember this dude at all, let alone his name for some reason. I don't know. I need to go rewatch Eminence.
His whole outfit was golden, hence his name, Goldie Gilded. And he just sucks as a warrior.
And a demon hunter.
Nice.
Yeah.
When a climax with the door trigger icon is placed on your climax area, choose up to 2 of your Eminence characters, and those characters get the following ability until the end of turn. Give it the Crush ability.
Yeah.
Which is, when this card attacks, look at at up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose 1 card from among them, put it on top of your deck, and put the rest into your waiting room.
Yes.
This card is broken, in my opinion.
Yeah, giving that effect, in addition to other stuff that it does, is I like this. Just being able to give multiple characters that effect. Also in a set that we've seen multiple other these random 1/0s that all have crit triggers. Oh, I need to hit for precise amounts of damage or some BS. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Well, if you also take into account that the War Maiden Beatrix is on a door as well.
True.
You can guarantee that it doesn't... Oh no, there's a climax in these top 2 cards.
Oh no, we don't want to trigger those.
Yay. So we can pretty much guarantee at least 1 instance of 2 damage.
True.
Also, it just for the fun of it, it rests itself to give a character 2,500 power.
Just in addition to everything else. Hails
need a power upon it.
The power of Eminence compels you.
The power of swords and violence.
Right. The power of violence should always compel you, but that's beside the point.
All right.
All right, so the last batch of the 5. It should be really quick because there's like 2 of them as climaxes. 1045, this is the number 666. When you use an act, this gets 1500 power and the following ability till end of turn. When this card attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's level 1 or higher, put it into your stock. And that's not tied to, like, sometimes you'll see this on, like, when a climax gets placed, but it not be tied to a specific climax. But this is just, in general, when you use an act. So
this is actually really good.
Yeah, I kind of like this as well. Okay.
I can understand clocking yourself now for it.
Yeah, no, that's very fair for the other one. And then, like, it died, change back into it, repeat process. Basically, just brainstorm each turn, and you got this effect type deal. Okay.
Also, what's funny is that you can have this at level 0 because of the change effect.
True, you could do that. I didn't even think about that. You right. 2 different climaxes, both pants triggers, the Sortie and the Stylish Bandit Slayer. Then we have Epsilon, another promo, 212k. During your turn, this gains 10k power, just outright. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, choose up to 7 Shadows Epsilon in your waiting room. Put them face up underneath this card in any order as markers. When damage dealt by this card is canceled, choose up to 2 markers underneath this card and put them at the bottom of your stock in any order. Okay. Just stock. Possible stock production for days. Alrighty. And then last one is, so then giving up Aurora, 214k. All of your characters in front of this card get 1,000. If your memory has 2 or more Eminence and Shadow characters, this gets an additional assist of all your characters in front of this get another 1,000 power. So she just is a free 2k. I say free, but she is a 2k assist in front if your memory has 2 or more. Okay, interesting. And we did see, 2 or 3 cards that have a memory bounce effect. That's a funny thing. Actually, I'm not saying this would, make or break it, but it is kind of funny if you're, like, off by... Oh, no, because it's at, like, Encore step, then it doesn't matter, does it? I was going to say the one that bounces back into memory for the cost, but then that's at a different point, so that doesn't... The timing of that doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it happens whenever something goes to your waiting room, that you're able to pay to spend it. So, I mean, it could... It
could if it's outside of the Encore step, basically. Okay.
Well, it would be until you would gain the extra 1,000 until your next draw phase. Yeah,
it's just not going to matter outside of the... It's not going to matter if that happens during the Encore step. You're like if they did an effect that popped one of your characters or something during the battle phase, then then you're correct, it would matter. So, just initially the one that blips to memory is gonna be like more than likely is gonna happen during Encore.
Yeah.
So, but it's whatever.
So how are you feeling about these cards?
I like several of these. I like several of these in general. A lot of the climax combos I'm definitely down for. Like I said, you're going to have stuff that just like, okay, cool. I literally just decide to be Aaron Yeager, bouncing back to hand, doing all the shenanigans. Green seems to have some cracked fucking cards. I'm going to be real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested in seeing what all perv asshat decks they're gonna be, or like stuff. The Cult of Diablo stuff in general, I'm very interested in. Will I build something from it? I have no freaking clue, but I'm just saying, in terms of the effects, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I want to see people cook. I really want to see people cook with this set. So,
I think that this set has plenty to cook with.
Especially some of this artwork. We'll end it on the beta artwork. Like, oh my goodness. Hi YouTube. Hope you're doing great today, Susan. But
oh boy.
Yes, no. Like, to answer your question, I am very excited for this set. It literally drops like this week. Like, I need more. I need more. So, and we're only missing a handful of cards in terms of like what's been leaked and what hasn't been.
Yeah.
But you, same question to you. How are you feeling about the set?
Oh, I'm feeling amazing.
It's like so many emotions right now.
I personally think the main deck that comes out of this is going to be Bar Door.
Yeah.
Just
That's
because,
fair.
I mean, I get to screw with my opponent's back row, and then I also get to just do no interaction with Beatrix.
Yeah, and then just that's fair. That's gonna be funny. So we really want this to be on the simulator very, very soon. It would be amazing if it somehow got there very quickly, but obviously we got to let them cook for it. We got to let everybody cook. So the other thing too, and we were discussing this in the Discord the other night, and then this will be my final thought, and then I'm good. Is the fact that this is going to be like the entire Eminence and Shadow set is going to be legal for Worlds. It'll be out soon enough, and it should be legal for Worlds. I'm very curious as to how many people are going to be scrambling trying to pick up stuff to see if they can go win Worlds with Eminence and Shadow just outright. So, I don't know. I'm very curious. I want to see people do stuff with it. It would be hilarious if it won Worlds. So,
Better. It's got the promos for it there.
Damn Skippy. Any other closing thoughts from you?
No.
Head empty. Understood. All right.
Head empty. Cards filled.
Yes, that is going to be it. I guess we can give like if you stuck around to the end of this video, we do appreciate. Also, upcoming case opening for Eminence and Shadow pending, depending on how internets behave and everything. Yeah. So we have this guy to thank for that, by the way. So
you're welcome. So. It's at my expense.
It is at his expense, especially because I don't get no ad revenue anyway. But alrighty, yeah, y'all get to cooking with some Eminence and Shadow stuff, boys. We will see y'all on the flip side. Stay safe and stay based.
Subscribe or else you don't get a case opening.
You right. You better subscribe right now. Do it. And cut.
Weird explosion.
Weird explosion.